Are you ready to get firmer thighs and a better backside? Here to help is owner of Make It Fit and the Upstate New York Boot Camp Challenge, Melissa Groton. Thanks for coming in. Who's not ready for a firmer butt?
That's right. And we're going to work those buns today with lunges.
Okay.
Lunges are a great exercise because they hit your quadriceps, your hamstrings, and your buns, your major muscle groups in your lower body. And the best part about them is all you need is a little bit of space. You don't need any equipment, nothing, just space.
Okay.
So I have with me today Drill Sergeant Becky, who teaches Boot Camp Challenge up in Malta, and she's going to be my guinea pig today.
Okay.
So the first thing when you start a lunge, what you want to do is you want to make sure you have the correct form. Mm-hmm. Now there's a million variations of these, and we're just going to hit 2 or 3 today.
Okay.
So you want to make sure you're standing up nice and tall. Your feet should be about hip to shoulder width apart. Moving up the body, you want to make sure your belly button is pulled in toward the spine, toward your back. You want the chest up high, shoulders retracted back, and just looking forward so your spine is in neutral position. Okay, and we're going to start with a stationary lunge. So Becky's going to take your left foot, step out, and she's just going to come down and up. Now when you're doing a lunge, what you want to make sure here is that your knees, when they come down, that they're at 90 degrees. Okay. That's how you know if you're in the proper form. If your knees are too close together, you could really add stress to your knees. Mm-hmm. And if they're too far apart, then you can hurt your hip flexor.
And you're really using your own body weight for resistance.
You are, and that's all you need. That's
okay.
all you need. So I would recommend starting with maybe 10 to 12 of these, a few sets, and then moving up to maybe 12 to 15, 3 sets. And then you want to switch your leg after you do your 12. And you want to go down and up on the other leg to keep things even. So it's a very simple exercise to remember, but it's not simple to do because Becky's probably burning right now. Okay, so the
she
next...
makes it look very easy.
I know, she does. The next exercise we're going to do is we're going to do the reverse lunge, alternating reverse lunges. So take a couple steps up, Becky. Yep. And what Becky's going to do here is you have the same form going. You want to take one leg and you want to step back, down, and push through that front heel back to your starting position. Okay.
And what does that do differently?
Well, what you want to make sure here, you want to make sure you're hitting everything. And with this, I find that it really nails your glutes and your hamstrings more because what you want to concentrate on and focus on is pushing through that front heel. Mm-hmm. You should be able to wiggle those front toes the entire time.
Okay.
Becky, can you feel that when you push forward? You feel it in your glutes
yes,
more?
I
do. So what's the difference between going backwards and a lunge where you go forward?
And I'm so glad you asked that because I was going to touch on that. There's really no difference. It's working the same muscles except that I find when you're doing a reverse lunge, you're taking a lot of stress off your knees. When you're going forward, it's so much easier to lose your form and to put stress on your knee. So they're safer. They're safer. And then the last exercise that we have today, this is my favorite. I do these all the time, walking lunges. These are so effective. And what you want to do here, it's the same idea. You want to take a step forward, lunge forward, bring it back to starting position, lunge
and alternate
again,
your legs.
Alternate, and you're just going to walk. With this one, I would recommend doing this. I mean, you need like a long hallway.
Or your backyard, so your neighbors can laugh at you.
Your driveway. I do it in my driveway all the time. Or a track. I do it around the track at my health club all the time.
Right.
And with these, I would start with, maybe a minute or 2 of these. Then take a break. Do another minute or 2.
Becky, you can take a break if you'd like.
And then work your way up to
You have a
5
free
minutes.
information session coming up.
Yes, we do. On Monday evening, we have an information session for the Boot Camp Challenge program just to learn the nuts and bolts about the program and what it entails. I have 6 of them starting within the next 2 weeks. So jump in on this information session. It's free. We're going to be doing free body fat analysis. We're going to serve refreshments. It's not going to be chicken wings and beer, but we'll have protein bars and spring water. So.
Great. Thank you so much. If you have a question for Melissa, give her a call, 366-1901. Or if you have a question for Melissa or any of our midday experts, you can also email us your questions to midday@wnyt.com. Put the topic of your question, like Fitness Friday, in the subject line.